Okay, we are on the air again now. Apologize for that. Technical difficulties here. We accidentally had the stream on private. We hope everybody is still here with us. Shot is up, and it is a foul, or sorry, traveling violation. In case you're just now tuning in, only halfway through the first quarter, so you did not miss much. We are live from Wyoming Indian High School here in Ethete. This is a first for me. I have forgotten to press the live button before. Never have I forgotten to make the stream go public. So we're trying to get that remedied on Facebook as well, but we're so sorry. This is why we just broadcast JV games as well, because, you know, sometimes there are some things that we need to get sorted out. So, God, I am so sorry to everybody who's been looking for this JV live stream for a long time with nowhere. Trying to get up underneath the basket, stolen away by the number 30, or number 20, sorry. That is, who is that? Sorry, that is actually Tyler Morris, the sophomore. Okay. We'll post something. Oh, never mind. It goes out of bounds here. Our clock is way off sync. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. And we got it out on Facebook, so now I can probably just focus on my job now. Bobcats with the ball. By the way, in case you are just now tuning in, it is currently 11-2 Bobcats, about halfway through the first quarter, about 3:24 to go as a matter of fact. So now that I have rectified my mistake, we can now focus on the JV game and pretend like that didn't just happen. So 11-2, Bobcats on top. A couple of threes have been sunk tonight by Ty Simmerall. He has been the man on fire tonight for the Bobcats. And didn't get a chance to see who scored the first basket for Wyoming Indian either. We missed that while trying to get our stuff together, but now we can tell you who scored this one. Number 34. Hold on. And again, Wyoming Indian, we said this in the thing before we knew we had issues. Wyoming Indian did not give us a physical, like, paper copy of the roster. We were relying on max preps. Shot is up, and it is in. Wyoming Indian will have 2 points added to the score here. Up around the back, and a beautiful pass, and gets it up into the corner. Has a little bit of trouble with the ball, and they're going to take the shot from beyond the arc. Three! Number 15 on the shot, Trevin Schaefer. Make it a 14-4 game here in this JV contest, and we have a whistle down on the near side. 2:56 to go. Wyoming Indian going to be going with an inbound set here. Okay, now we have a roster. We're all good. Gets the shot underneath the right side. Up and in. Number 20 on the shot. Not on our roster, unfortunately. Again, using max preps from what the school submitted to the website. And trying to get the steal there was the number 0. He is not going to get there in time, or he's not going to get the ball out in time to avoid the travel, or not travel, but I'm losing my mind here. I meant to say, you know what I meant to say, jump ball. Back underway here in Ethete. Tries to go for the near side. Picked up by the 20 of of Morris. Sorry, gets up underneath. Shot on its way. It's up and it's in. And an athletic finish at the rim for the Bobcats. And gets the steal. He'll come back the other way. Has it up, picks it up near the near side. Trevin Schaefer with it. Bounce pass underneath to the 14. Takes the shot from the corner. That one's up and it rims out. And tries to pick it up. And that was the number 30 on the rebound for Wyoming Indian. And he'll transition up to the middle of the floor. We'll fix the zoom here in a little bit because it is a little hard to keep the camera when the zoom is that far in. I didn't realize it was going to be that much. I think 50 should be good enough there. Of course, viewer feedback as well. If you think that the camera needs a little bit more adjustments than that, then don't be afraid to let me know. We have a sub coming in for the Bobcats. Ty Simmerall back into the game. Also checking back in is the number 30 Not listed on any of the rosters that the Bobcats have, at least none that we have, so keep that in mind. Also looks like we're going to have one more sub, Jacoby Elder, coming in late for the Cats. The number 0 will pass this one in. Here comes the 22. Again, a couple of the important players not on our roster. Trying to drive left, kicks out. Number 0 taking the shot for 3. It's up and he misses. And they're going to go out of bounds here, back to the Bobcats. 1:54 to go, and I think we're just going to collect the scorebook during halftime. I think that might be a lot more reliable, I guess. We do it all the time for middle school. I don't see why this would be any different. Trying to get out of the backcourt. It'll be a whistle down near the volleyball attack line as Jordan Garrison was trying to get out of there. Wyoming Indian will get set to toss it in. Dana Locke, I believe that is the freshman. He'll have that on the far side. Now they'll move up toward the left side of the pinwheel. He'll pick up the dribble. Now tries to go to the far side elbow. Driving inside. Tries the layup. It's up and out of bounds. Number 30 on the shot attempt there for the Chiefs. 1:34 to go in the first quarter. You're watching junior varsity boys basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats, on the voice of the Bobcats. Number 0 with it in the corner. He'll pass right side to the 34 of Locke. Locke trying to drive onto the elbow. We have a foul. That will end up being the Bobcats' 4th team foul. They are one away from giving the Chiefs a couple of free throws. Number 0 will have this one on the near side. Again, we'll have his number after at the second quarter. Or his name. Picks up the dribble, passes it right side. Here comes the 20. He'll move up to the volleyball line, retreats to the pinwheel, bounce pass left side. Moving to the right side is the 30, gives it up backdoor to Locke. Takes the shot for 3. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded there by the 4 of Jordan Garrison, the junior. Garrison up past the timeline, stays low. He'll pass right side. Trying to swing out of it. Here comes the 30. And the ball is loose, and it'll be a mad dash for the ball. Picked up into the corner. Driving on baseline. That'll be a foul. They'll call the blocking foul here on the Chiefs as 22 of Ty Simmerall was trying to drive to the cup. 16-6, in case you're just tuning in, JV basketball on Two Basins Sports Network from Alfred Redman Gymnasium. Tossing this one in from the near side, passing it around the perimeter. Here comes the 21. This is Jacoby Elder now taking the shot. This one's up, and it's off the cup. And we have a whistle down on the edge of the floor there. Got one checking in for the Bobcats. It'll be Faber Humphrey, the junior. Oh, probably be a good idea to pan the camera. And just so you know, this might not be the camera angle that we get in the varsity game coming up after this. Ethete crew starting to get into the building, so we probably will have to change our spot, which is unfortunate. Shot is up and it is in. And by the way, Chiefs are into the bonus. Bobcats have committed their 5th foul, their 5th foul here. Shot on its way. It's up and swish. I do believe it was Locke that was taking the free throws there, the freshman. And now Wyoming Indian playing with the 3-man press, trying to get out of the backcourt, and they will. The 30 with it on the near side. He'll pick up the dribble, passes it left side. Collimer with it. He'll try to drive to the free throw line, retreats up top. Driving to the left side, loses control of the ball and out of bounds. It was tipped away. Ty Simmerall was the one that had the possession of the ball. 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. Whew. Lane Collimer. Where did they get Simmerall from? Tosses it in. Backdoor. Collimer on the baseline drive. Pump fakes. Turns around. It's blocked. Beautiful work by the 22 down there for Wyoming Indian. Again, a lot of these names, for some reason, omitted from the roster. So, again, we're going to go down to the scorers table and get some of those names at halftime. But right now, kind of have to deal with what we have. Tossing it in, down the left side, and big contact. That one is up and in. He finishes at the rim. And we do have free throws coming up for the Bobcats, or at least I should say one free throw. Bobcats also into the bonus to finish us off here. And it looks to be the number 30 on the shot here. This one is up off the back iron and in. 19-8. Oh, it looks like we forgot to score one. I apologize. I am so sorry. That entire thing with the whole live stream issue was really messing me up mentally here. The up to right, left side, up and in, number 30 on the basket. And they're going to try and get out of the backcourt before the end of this quarter. That's going to be time. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter here in this JV contest. The Chiefs trail to the Bobcats 19-10. Bobcats up to a hot start, but the Wyoming Indian Chiefs start to close the gap a little bit. We'll be right back in just a moment. Here's a word from Thermopolis Basketball Club.
Thermopolis Basketball Club organizes competitive basketball for Thermopolis youth, teaching fundamentals, sportsmanship, discipline, and teamwork for grades 3rd through 12th. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting our athletes. Proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network.
I'd like to welcome you back here inside of Alfred P. Redman Gymnasium in Ethete, Wyoming, home of the Wyoming Indian Chiefs, as we are live from the mecca of high school basketball here in Wyoming, at least in my opinion. And I've made it no secret, that I am a big admirer of the Wyoming Indian Chiefs. I have made absolutely no attempts to hide that over the years, and it's a dream come true to call a game here inside of Redman Gymnasium, and fans are starting to spill in. Like I said earlier, this place is going to get real crazy when the varsity game starts. Bounce pass up to the near side. I believe it was Humphrey down there. They're trying to get out of the backcourt here, and Collimer is going to get whistled dead down there. He'll keep the ball. 7:38 to go. Oh, our thing is still saying first quarter. Sorry about that. We were also helping getting some stuff untangled at the end of the first quarter. If you saw my setup during that first quarter, you'd probably be appalled. But shot is up, and it is in. 21-10. Thermopolis extends the lead to double digits again, and they've been doing a really good job controlling the tempo of this game so far, not taking any stupid shots. Neither has Wyoming Indian. They've had some pretty good looks today. That was one of them. Just couldn't get it to connect. Wyoming Indian doesn't have any three-pointers tonight. They have exclusively scored off of a handful of field goals and mostly free throws tonight. Bobcats have about 3 threes to their name here so far in this JV game. Kicks it back out up top. Passes to his right side. This is Cimarral. Steps out, looks to go overhand to the floor of Garrison. Garrison passes it left side now to Jacoby Elder. Elder with his back turned. Number 0 there on the guard. He's looking for an open man, gets it up to the right side to Garrison. Now passing it left side. Big bounce pass inside and rejected. What a stop there by the Chiefs. They've had a handful of those tonight. They've not been afraid to get those hands up underneath the basket and make a big stop. That was one of them. 6:31 to go here. So I do believe it will be blue ball here. Yes, it is. Passing it around the perimeter. Here comes the 14. Now up to the 22 of Simrall, loses control of the ball. That has been a big thing for the Bobcats here in this game, though. Down the left side, it's up and it's in. They will score off the fast break. Turnover there for the 0. Bobcats have had a couple of hiccups today in possession. That's been their big thing. However, the Bobcats, I feel like, have always had issues with taking care of the ball. Down the right side, it's up and it's no good. Gets the offensive board. That one's up, no good. Third time's the charm. Still in there into the paint, gets it up and in, finishes it through contact, and that is going to be another bucket on the board for the Bobcats. 5:51 to go here in the second quarter. You're watching Junior Varsity Boys Basketball on TBSN. Ooh, step back there behind the 3. He's going to keep his dribble. He'll move to his left side. Jump stop. Gives it up now to the 30. Driving inside. Big contact. That one's up, no good. And that one will roll lazily toward the water fountains, and that will probably stay here with the Chiefs. At least I would assume. 5:35 to go. Passes it inside. Number 12. Ooh, he's a new body into the game now. Trying to get his name here. Hopefully he's on the roster. We do have number 1. I know he's on the roster. Dakota Norse into the game, as well as Scout Friday. Skip pass over to Norse. He'll take the jump shot, pull up from mid-range. That one's up, no good. Offensive rebound. The shot up and no good for Marley Underwood. And now he'll be taken back by the Bobcats. Now we're starting to get some of the names onto the floor that actually are on the Max Preps roster. Down the right side, takes the shot and a block. Rebounded by Marley Underwood. Up to the far side. Moving to his left side, I believe this is Underwood. Takes the jumper. This one's up, and it's in! Cha-ching! Number 0 was on the shot. I apologize. Up to the far side, and out of bounds it goes. This one will go right on back to whence it came. Thermopolis leads 23-14 here in this contest, and you're starting to see the stands are starting to fill up here at Redman Gymnasium. They'll toss this one in. Marley Underwood on the inbound. Gives up to the number 0. He'll pass the pinwheel. Goes behind the back. Now he'll try the back door to Scout Friday. Friday driving inside. Shot off the front of the rim. No good. Number 30 on the rebound. Here comes Lane Colomer. Colomer coast to coast. Kicks it out to the corner. Now underneath the basket. Kicks it out to Jordan Garrison, I meant to say. Now this is Trevin Schaefer. Underneath, back to Garrison, up and in for 2. Jordan Garrison has had himself a game so far. Scout Friday with it on the near side. Friday switches to his right hand, has it on the elbow, tries to spin out of it, gets it up back to him. Now number 0 with it. Moving to his right side there, guarded by the 15 of Schaefer. He'll switch, and now the ball is loose, taken away. Jordan Garrison down the other end of the floor, tries to pass it up. Volleyballs it back, and they're going to try to keep it inbounds. Jordan Garrison cleans it up on the near side, and this one's tipped away down the other side. Here comes Norse. Norse to the left side, passes right. It's up and it's in. Scout Friday on the basket for the Chiefs. 16 on the board for Wyoming Indian. Passing it up the floor. Here comes the 14. Down the right side, it's Colomer up and in. Top of the pinwheel now going up to the corner. Lines it up for the 3. That one's up, no good. Number 0's been struggling to get those up tonight. Down the right side, driving. This one's up and it's in. Number 15, Trevin Schaefer. And we have a timeout. It looks like it'll be Wyoming Indian. 3:01 to play here in the second quarter. And the Chiefs, check that. I meant to say the Bobcats. I apologize. Wrong side of the bench. Still getting accustomed. We called a home game yesterday for freshmen. So we'll be right back. Bobcat timeout, 29-16 here in the second quarter. Don't go anywhere. Here's a word from Thermopolis Basketball Club.
Thermopolis Basketball Club organizes competitive basketball for Thermopolis youth, teaching fundamentals, sportsmanship, discipline, and teamwork for grades 3rd through 12th. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting our athletes. Proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network.
I'd like to welcome you back here inside of Alfred P. Redman Senior Gymnasium in Ethete, Wyoming, home of the Wyoming Indian Chiefs. Second quarter here in this JV game. Fans are starting to come in. And it's been an entertaining game to get a little bit of a taster before the girls varsity game. That's coming up next on TBSN. Backdoor here to the 23. He'll pass left side to the 0. Received the pass by Tayshawn Brown. Takes the shot, and they're going to call the travel. They even waved off the basket in advance just in case. 29-16 here. So the timeout was called by the Bobcats in case you're just tuning in. Wyoming Indian trailing. And we're dropping some frames here. I do apologize for the choppy live stream. That time it's not our fault. The live stream privacy thing was, but now the internet is an entirely different beast. Sometimes when you go on the road, you don't know what to expect. Shot is up from 3. That one's up no good. Rebounded by the number 0 here for Wyoming Indian. We'll have his name in the third quarter. That one's up and way short of the rim. Rebounded here by the 15. That is Trevin Schaefer. Near side, they're going to try and keep this one inbounds, and they won't. Number 0 tries to chase it down, but that will go out of bounds and stay with the Cats. Dana Locke checking in here for the Chiefs. Number 0 will get a much-needed rest here. Still 2:16 to go. Ty Simmerall to check this one in for the Bobcats. And Simmerall will pull up for the 3, and they will wave off the basket for a travel. This is going to give it on back to the Chiefs. I think it might have actually been an offensive foul. Scoreboard lit up Jacoby Elder for a second personal. Might have been an illegal screen, if anything. Up to the far side, move into his near side. This is Tayshawn Brown. Loses control of the ball. Will be a fight down in the middle for it. And we have a hold. Also a fresh body into the game. It appears to be, if I'm correct here, is Kylan St. Clair, number 44. Again, just going off the roster we were told to use. Up past the head of the Chief here. They'll get a little bit low. Passes near side to Simmerall. Simmerall running the motion here. He'll go to the near side. Here comes Trevin Schaefer. Schaefer dips it underneath. This is a contested shot up. No good there for Tyler Morris, and it'll go back to the Chiefs. In transition. Tries to get the bounce pass to St. Clair. They're still fighting for it. It'll go out of bounds up toward the red ribbon. That wasn't there when I got there, by the way. I must have set that up shortly after I went through. Back underway. 1:29 to go to halftime. This has been a super quick game, by the way. At least it feels like it. Live stream says we've been going for 23 minutes. We were live for 7 minutes before that, so it's been 30 minutes about for this game. Steps out of it, moves to his left side, and passing it around the perimeter. Here comes Garrison. He'll try to drive inside. Jump stop. Spits it back out to Simmerall. It's up and it's no good. Garrison on the offensive rebound. It's up and in. Garrison has been getting it done on the inside tonight. 56 seconds to go. Passes to his left side. This is Mr. Scout Friday, the sophomore, down the left side. This one's up no good. Good opportunity there for Friday, and just unfortunately just could not get it off the glass the right way there. Garrison driving inside, takes the shot. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Simmerall. He'll spin it back out to the left wing. 35 seconds to go. Collimer open. They'll pass left side. Gets it up to Collimer near the pinwheel. And now up to the far side. This is the 15 now of Trevin Schaefer. Back to Garrison. Now up to Simmerall. 22 seconds to go. Corner to Collimer. He'll move left side and loses control of the ball. And they're going to say that it was poked out, so they'll let this one go. Garrison switches to his left hand. 10 seconds to go. No shot clock in Wyoming yet. This is the last year without the shot clock, and this is going to be so much different next year. 3, 2, 1 for 3, and he gets it! 3! Trevin Schaefer. And that is going to conclude the second quarter here in Ethete, 34-16, as we are in the middle of what is an entertaining junior varsity matchup between the Chiefs and the Bobcats. It's a 2A West matchup between the two here. Not 2A Northwest, just 2A West in general. We'll be back in just a moment, 10 minutes. Of course, we hope you'll stick with us for the rest of the game because you missed the rest of this game. You're probably going to regret it. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching Junior Varsity Boys Basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats.
Thermopolis Basketball Club organizes competitive basketball for Thermopolis youth, teaching fundamentals, sportsmanship, discipline, and teamwork for grades 3rd through 12th. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting our athletes. Proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network. Thermopolis Basketball Club organizes competitive basketball for Thermopolis youth, teaching fundamentals, sportsmanship, discipline, and teamwork for grades 3rd through 12th. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting our athletes. Proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network.
Hello everybody, welcome back here inside of Alfred P. Redman Senior Gymnasium in Ethete, Wyoming on the Wind River Reservation, the mecca of high school basketball in Wyoming. 1 minute to go here in halftime. We're about ready to get started again, and I absolutely cannot wait. That first half was really, really awesome to watch. The Bobcats struggled a little bit toward the end of the first and start of the second quarters, but they have since grown their lead. 34-16 on the scoreboard here today. We'd like to thank our sponsors as well before we get started again. Thermopolis Basketball Club and Kirby Consulting, your elite oil field professionals since 2014, serving the Rockies and Western Plains. Wyoming Indian Chiefs really starting to gather the crowd. I know we said this a lot, but man, the fans are starting to come. You know, you build it and they will come, and this is one of those examples. They are starting to fill up the bleachers quickly here. There was a scattering throughout the throughout that first quarter, but now it's really starting. We're seeing rows starting to fill up quickly. So this just shows you how much they love their Chiefs, and saw a lot of purple and gold here as well. Walking back from halftime. Back underway here in this game. We do have the scorebook, so we will be able to get all names to you here. Pulling up for the three. This one's up and it's no good. Rebound it, well, except for Thermopolis. We got Wyoming Indians scoreboard, or score book, not board. Taking the shot from beyond the arc. Three! Ty Simmerall. 37 on the board for the Bobcats. Ty Simmerall with 4 3-point field goals tonight. Shots up for the right side, up no good. Rebounded by Lane Collimer. He made a bit of an impact yesterday in that freshman game. Not normally as much as we're used to seeing him do, but he was there. He was getting boards, he was getting steals, he was getting rebounds, all the works, doing everything he could for the Bobcats to beat the Warriors by a little to a lot last night. Collimer inside the paint, kicks it back out to the corner. There's also a chance we might see Collimer in the varsity lineup tonight. Passes the left side. Collimer on the volleyball line. He'll get up to the 15 of Trevin Schaefer. Back up to Simmerall. Speaking of Simmerall, I believe one of his family is watching in from Mexico tonight, so hello to you. Out of bounds, and this is going to go back to the Bobcats. And she reached out to us on Facebook asking where the live stream was. So of course we gave her the new link and went from there. She told us she was watching in from Mexico. So Ty Simmerall, you got some fans here watching. That's always great. Mitchell Seahair to toss this one in. He was one of the numbers we couldn't get in that first half. Seahair moving to his left side on the pinwheel. And he'll give the back door now to the 23 of Tayshawn Brown. Now up to the far side. Brown dips up underneath. Now to the left side. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Grabs his own offensive board. Gets it again. That's up and a foul. They'll call the push on the Bobcats. And trying to go for those shots, I do believe, was Brown. Trying to get his number here. Yeah, I think that's a 23, is it? Yep, it is. The foul was committed by number 30 for the Bobcats. Again, still do not have his name. He's not listed on any of our rosters. Shot on its way. It's up and it's in. We got one checking in. Number 0, Damon Willow. And Willow had an impact in that first half as well. We just weren't able to say his name. But Damon Willow put up a couple of threes, trying to get him to go. I think he does have a couple points tonight for the Chiefs, but, you know, even though he hasn't gotten, you know, I guess the point sheet doesn't really tell the entire story. Passing it right side, here comes the 14. Again, one of the numbers we do not have on our roster. He is listed as Tenson Brost on our freshman roster, though. And Collimer gets there. They're going to call the jump ball, and I think the possession arrow is going to give this one back to the Bobcats. Yep, there we go. So Lane Collimer will toss this one in. I should probably get a possession arrow put up on my scoring graphic. That would be pretty cool, actually. Tries to kick it to the left side. This is going to be back up to the corner to Lane Colomer off the pass by the 14. And up to the right side is the 30. Gets up to the far side to the 14. Again, we believe this is Barras, but we can't confirm for sure. Left side to the 30. And tries to get it to Colomer. He'll drive inside the paint. Shot on its way. It's up. Volleyballed back out. And trying to get rid of it. Kicks it out to the 15. Driving inside the paint. Gives it up underneath to Colomer. 2-on-1 and a foul. 5:16 still to play in the third quarter. Again, a game that has gone by way, way too quickly. So Lane Colomer will go to the line. I think this is the first time we've seen him take free throws tonight. First shot on its way. It's up and it's in. 38 on the board. Please don't tell me my camera's doing that autofocus crap. Okay, I think I was just seeing things. This is about the same amount of seats that Worland Middle School has on this side. So, every time we go to a big arena like Riverton or Worland, we always have some issues with the camera doing the autofocus. Because I don't know why it does that at the bigger arenas when we have to zoom in a lot. Here comes the 22, takes the shot. It's up and it's in for 2. And the shot was made by, I cannot read that. Does that say Antoine Bell? I think that's what, no, I don't know. Down the right side, it's up and it's in. That time another Matt Austin, number 20, on the basket that time. I think he had a couple points in that first half as well. And a traveling violation on the Bobcats. They're starting to kind of fall apart a little bit here. 22-19, or I guess I really shouldn't say that if they're up by 17, but still, you still can't get too comfortable just yet. When that fourth quarter rolls around, maybe you can let off the gas. Up top here, passes to his near side. This is the 22 of Bell. Bell trying to get by, screen set. And football blocks him all the way out to the paint. It's up and it's in. 3! Number 34, Dana Jock, is that what that says? And it's up and it's out of bounds. 4:17 to go. Wyoming Indians should get the ball back. We're going to take a look at this real quick. I'm sorry. His name was on the roster, on the Max Preps roster. I just couldn't. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. This one's tipped and stolen away. Back down the other side. Picks up the dribble, takes the shot. It's up and it's in. Trying to get his number. I think it was the 20 of Tyler Morris in on the basket. Takes the long ball. It's up and it's no good. Lane Colomer on the rebound. It's been a little bit difficult to keep track of the score here for some reason. Maybe if I put my stream deck right there, maybe it'll, on my laptop, maybe it'll help out. But we got a couple of subs coming on. 12 and 23. This is Colby Deere and Faber Humphrey checking into the game for the Bobcats. 3:50 to go. Colomer will check this one in for the Cats. Gives up to the 15. Colomer with it on the pinwheel. He'll go underneath. Picks up the dribble, now kicks it back out to Deere. Deere swings out of it, goes to the far side, up to the, I think that's 15, yep it is, and swatted out of bounds. I don't know why my laptop's giving a notification about holiday deals when it's almost mid-January. Goes up to the corner. Here comes the 22 of Ty Simmerall. Down the right side. It's up and it ribs out. I think it was touched by a Chief. No, it was not. It'll go back to the Chiefs. And so they'll get ready to toss this one in. The 12 will give it up to the 0 of Willow on the inbound by Scout Friday. Willow now gets it up backdoor to Friday. He'll go right side. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Willow. Kicks it back out to the top of the key, and now they'll try for a 3. That might be a little short, and it is. And rebounded there by the 23 of Faber Humphrey. It just seemed like the release was a little bit late. It was a bit of a slow ball. And 3 minutes to go here as they'll stop the clock again. Now got a couple more checking in. Number 14, I believe that's Tenson Brost, and number 21, Jacoby Elder. Again, Brost is listed on the freshman roster, but not the JV roster. But since these are kind of the same uniforms we saw in that freshman game, I'm just going to... Or no, it's not, actually. Wait, didn't we see a number... I can't remember if we saw him or not in that freshman game. Back underway here. Kicks it out to the corner. Guarded there by the 30 of Seahair. Now to the far side to the 23. He's going to dip this one up underneath. 2-on-1. Kicks it back out to the corner. Simrall's going to try. It's up and no good. They'll try to keep it in bounds, but to no avail. Clock will stop at 2:41. 41-25 here in Ethete. Of course, Haba and Dose to all of our viewers here from Thermopolis and Ethete. By the way, I had a little bit of an Arapaho lesson from one of the staff here. When I'm at Arapaho, or I'm at St. Stephen's, or I'm at Wyoming Indian or Wind River, I will greet the staff in Arapaho. Of course, I just think that's the respectful thing to do. I said "dose" to one of the custodians, and she corrected me on my pronunciation, which I really do appreciate. That I'm trying my absolute best. Scout Friday underneath the basket. It's up at a foul. So I've been saying "toos" this whole time. It's "dose," which I guess makes sense. That's okay. We got a guy on the varsity roster for the boys. That's going to be a challenge for me to pronounce, but I'm ready to take it on. Scout Friday taking the free throws. It's up and off the back iron. 2:26 to go. We got some subs checking in. Looks to be Gavin Livingood and Tyler Morris. Livingood lit up the... Or no, hold on. Did I get that correct? I don't think I think I did. Yeah, number 31. Yeah, Gavin Livingood lit up the scoreboard. He was our player of the game. If you want to know what kind of kid Gavin Livingood is, as Scout Friday will make the free throw there. You know, Gavin Livingood, I gave him his certificate after the freshman boys game last night, right? He was like, I'm not sure you should be giving this to me because I think Oliver Beer deserves it more. And, you know, that was just, you know, I mean, that was just a tell of the type of player that Gavin Livingood is. That was awesome to hear him say. Of course, I also was kept awake all night about that. Oh, down the right side, up and in. Number 44, Kylan St. Clair, in on the basket for the Chiefs. Wyoming Indian down by a football score here. Now down the left side, slings it out to the corner. It's Deere. It's up and it's no good. No, check that. Tyler Morris. I always get those two confused, and I don't know why. Did Colby wear the 20 last year? 1:40 to go here in this third quarter of this JV game. We got girls basketball coming up for you right after this. Varsity girls. Do believe JV is currently up at the middle school right now. Or, yeah, up at the middle school. With it now is the 31 of Livingood. He's going to pass this one right side. Guarded there, closed in by the 1 of Dakota Norse. And now dips it inside down the right. That one's up no good. Rebounded by the 45 of Jace Ware. Or Jace Ware. Sorry about that, Jace Ware. I apologize. Driving inside. Step back and rattles it in for 2. Dakota Norse on the basket. And we got a whistle. I think we got some sub. No, we got a timeout coming up. So it looks like a full timeout here for the Bobcats. We'll take a quick breather, and we will be right back. You are watching junior varsity boys basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats, here on the Voice of the Bobcats. Third quarter resumes when we come back here in just a moment.
Thermopolis Basketball Club organizes competitive basketball for Thermopolis youth, teaching fundamentals, sportsmanship, discipline, and teamwork for grades 3rd through 12th. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting our athletes. Proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network.
Let's welcome you back here inside of Wyoming Indian High School here inside of Alfred P. Redman Senior Gymnasium. Like to welcome you back here. It's JV boys basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats. Game, of course, brought to you by Kirby Consulting and Thermopolis Basketball Club, proud sponsors of Two Basins Sports Network. Back underway here off that inbound. We had a whistle up there on the far side. It appeared to have been a foul by the 44 of Kylan Sinclair. St. Clair, not Sinclair. I know that's what it sounded like. Down the right side, it's up and it's in. Bobcats again just continuing to grab the points. Number 12 with this one, Scout Friday. He'll have it on the far side, gets up to the corner. Drives onto the baseline, double team, kicks it back out to Friday. He'll drive with his back turned to the left side, takes the shot on the run, and it rips out. Friday tries to grab the rebound, and it's rebounded by St. Clair, and we got a tie-up. It'll be a jump ball, and I do believe this will feed it back to the it'll stay here with the Chiefs. Scout Friday on the baseline, on the between the I and the N. Gets it under the right side. Shot is up and in. Number 45, Jace Ware on the basket for the Chiefs. And it's a 13-point game here in Ethete. Here comes Collimer trying to escape the double team, and they'll move up to the front of the court. Gavin Livingood kicks it back up to Simmerall. And Simmerall, easily the best three-point weapon that the Bobcats have on this JV roster. Pulls up from the free throw line. That one's up and it rattles in. Simmerall for two. And the buzzer will sound, and that will conclude the third quarter of action, if you can believe it. We'll be right back in just a moment. More JV basketball coming up here on Two Basins Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats. 47-32 here at the end of three.
Thermopolis Basketball Club organizes competitive basketball for Thermopolis youth, teaching fundamentals, sportsmanship, discipline, and teamwork for grades 3rd through 12th. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting our athletes. Proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network.
I'd like to welcome you back here inside of Alfred P. Redman Senior Gymnasium in Ethete. Final quarter of our JV basketball action for the night, and then girls basketball coming up right after this. And it is a mad dash for the ball, as there are three Chiefs and one Bobcat down at the scorer's table trying to dive for it. And it will go back to the Cats, 47-32. Like we said, girls varsity basketball coming up next here on TBSN, the voice of the Bobcats. Down the right side, pulls up. Oh, he tried to pass it inside. That's snatched away by Ware. Coming back down the other end. Past the pinwheel, driving to the right side. He loses control of the ball. Now pulls up for the mid-range. That one's up no good for, for Marley Underwood. Kicks this one back up to the left side. Wyoming Indians still possession. Friday pulls up for the three. Scout Friday. And Wyoming Indian has been getting better on those three-point field goals tonight as the game has progressed. They're getting better about taking those shots. They figure, hey, you're going to guard the paint that well. We're just going to take our shots from the outside. And they're going to call the traveling violation on the Bobcats. They'll give it on back to the Chiefs. We heard some groans here at Redman Gymnasium. I don't know which fans it was coming from, but uh-oh. .6:31 still to play here as it was rebounded. Kicks out to the 14 on the free throw line. Again, that was poked away. And they're going to let that one go. Dakota Norse, good job getting a hand on that. By the way, our clock is off sync, so do keep that in mind. Taking the shot from the three! Gavin Livingood buries the triple. 50 to 35. They are going to get into the half-century mark. Friday on a big drive. That's up no good. Rebound there by the 14 for the Bobcats. And poked loose and out of bounds it goes. Okay, wide is my... So 5:44. Something's not right with my scoring software. I'm so sorry. Oh, I think I know what I was doing. I was pressing the wrong freaking button. That's why it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. So it is the fourth quarter, not the negative third quarter. So 5:36 to go. We do have a sub coming into the game here. It is Anthony Mountain coming into the game for Wyoming Indian. Big guy going to get some playing time here tonight. Here comes Dakota Norse. Right side, tries to spin out of it. Feeds it up there to Underwood, now to the 14. Ball is loose, picked up by the 21 of Jacoby Elder. And Jacoby's a strong guy and really tough to, he's really tough to get by as a result here. Through the middle of the floor, it's Livingood, up and no good. And it's going to be a fight for the ball as Dakota Norse tries to go for the rebound. 5:07 to go. Once again, coming up after this is varsity girls basketball on TBSN, Thermopolis Bobcats and the Wyoming Indian Chiefs. They'll kick this one back out. Here they come down the right side. Back door to the 13 of Colton. What? Okay, never mind. Sorry. Shot is up. Seems like there's been a couple of, just a couple of names that are not filled out all the way on the roster here, so now we kind of have to switch between the two. So 23 now driving inside, picks up the dribble, had a lane, and it's blocked, and still might have an opportunity, gets up underneath the basket. What a finish! Tyler Morris on the basket there for the Cats, 52-37. Tries to feed it out to the corner, to the wing here. Here comes Morris again, coast to coast, drives through, takes the shot, misses the layup. Trying to keep it inbounds there was Marley Underwood, and they're going to not be so successful in doing that, but the Chiefs will get the ball back. Subs for both sides. Do know number 15 is into the game. Number 25, also Ron McElroy. Don't know who the 15 is, as he's not on our roster. Oh, check that. Never mind. It is Caden Moss. There we go. Caden Moss is who that is. I apologize. It was just not in numerical order there. Gets it up to Moss on the near side. Picks up the dribble. Now feeds it up into the mid-range. Driving right side. Tries to get rid of it. They'll take the shot. This one's up for two, and it's in. The big guy hammers the mid-range. And they'll pass near side. This is Morris. 3:46 to go. Taking the shot from way outside. Looks like it's only for two, though. Passes it left side up to the 55 of Anthony Mountain. He already has 2 points in this game from that mid-range shot. Down the right side and picks up the dribble, takes the shot. It's up and it's no good. Missed there by the 15 of Caden Moss. I think that was who it was. Now down the right side. Takes the contested shot. It's up and it's in. I do believe it was I think it was Trevin Schaefer. And they're going to call the traveling violation here. We have a sub, I think. We do. Number 12 coming onto the floor. It's Colby Deere. And the 20 of Tyler Morris will take a seat. They'll toss this one in. 3:03 to go here in this JV game. Varsity girls coming up right after this. Down the left side, picks up the dribble, slings up to the corner, takes the shot for three! That was Gavin Livingood on the three ball for two. Apologize. They only scored it for two. The referee had his arms up there, so I do apologize. That one's up, but that one is in for three. 42 on the board for the Chiefs. 2:30 to go here. We're just a little bit away from delivering our Two Basins Sports Network Player of the Game. Or I should probably say Thermopolis Basketball Club Player of the Game. Again, I'm going to have to get used to that. They just signed on with that very recently. So 2:22 to go here still. Wyoming Indian will have the possession. They'll have it up to the far side. Tries to pass it over his head to the 14 of Nate Headley, and that's not going to work. Goes back up to the Bobcats. And a good showing by the Bobcats here. These guys definitely be good weapons for the varsity team in the coming years. Through the middle of the floor, kicks it up to the mid-range. That one's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Colton. Sorry about that. He's just got RW on the scoring sheet here. I'm trying to get his name on the Max Preps roster. That one's up and it's no good. They're going to try it again. Down the right side, it's Morris, up and no good. Number 25, Ron McElroy on the rebound for Wyoming Indian. Taking the shot from outside, gets the rebound. That one's up and no good. Third time's the charm as he grabs the offensive rebound. That one's up and in. Basket made by Moss for two. Up through the middle of the floor, now up to the one. He's going to stop, dribbles once, passes it inside. Pump fakes, drives to the right. That one's up, no good. Rebounded by Deere. It's up and in. Colby Deere gets it up for two. And just over a minute to go here. Two Basins. Now it's time to deliver your Thermopolis Basketball Club Player of the Game. I think I'm going to give the shot is up for three and it air balls. And this one was a little bit of an easy decision to make. I think I'm going to give this one to Ty Simmerall. Honorable mentions today include, Honorable mentions today include Tyler Morris as well as Lane Collimer and Trevin Schaefer. In the middle of the floor, gets on back. This is Gavin Livingood up for the foul. Honorable mentions today for the Wyoming Indian Chiefs include Scout Friday, Damon Willow, and I think I'm going to give this last one to... I'm going to give it to Kylan St. Clair. I think he's had a pretty good day today. So those are honorable mentions for the Bobcats and the Chiefs. We'll have that certificate delivered to... we're going to have the certificate delivered to him after this game concludes. Second shot should be coming up here soon. And that one's up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Colby Deere. That one's up, no good. And rebounded. And Wyoming Indian driving inside. They'll have this up into the corner. Tries a college three. It's up, and it's no good. 27 seconds to go. Number one on the rebound. Takes the shot. It's up, and he gets it to go. That was Max Martinez, the junior, on the basket. Picks up the dribble, goes right side, and loses control of the ball. It's picked up by Colby Deere. 8 seconds to go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gets the shot off in the finale there as Ron McElroy scores the final basket of the game, and the final score, the Thermopolis Bobcats 63, the Wyoming Indian Chiefs 46. What a way to end that junior varsity game. But we got some 50-50 raffle tickets. Awesome. We got girls varsity basketball coming for you here in just a moment here on TBSN. At least I think so, if the girls aren't playing lodge grass. I did see something out on the television in the cafeteria about that, so don't know. We'll just have to see. But in any case, we'll be back in just a moment here. The final score of this JV game, once again, Thermopolis Bobcats 63, the Wyoming Indian Chiefs 46. If that's all you're here for, we thank you for stopping by. If not, then move over to the varsity stream for more basketball. That being said, we're going to conclude this one, though. Thank you for stopping by. And until next time, please drive home safe and do not pet the buffalo. The Wyoming Indian Chiefs fall to the Bobcats here at home.
Thermopolis Basketball Club organizes competitive basketball for Thermopolis youth, teaching fundamentals, sportsmanship, discipline, and teamwork for grades 3rd through 12th. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting our athletes. Proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network.